Hello everyone and welcome on this new weekly market analysis video from Xtreme Trader. This is Salah speaking. So as you can see my friends, we have made 1022 pips since the beginning of July in our VIP group of Telegram. But I have to admit of course that this week 26th of July and 28th was actually not good days, as we can see right here. Many of the signals unfortunately hit the stop loss, and again guys, this is really normal. And if you want to see the real performance of Xtreme Trader, you can check the results of 27th of July. So this is actually the real performance, and as you can see, if we check the history of our signals, we can see many of them actually hitting the take profit levels, take profit number 1, 2 and 3 as well. Look at that, 20th of July was really a perfect day. So Forex is like that guys, it cannot be the same every day. You cannot expect the same results every day consistently. It's not gonna happen. There will always be ups and downs, and for that we have to always prepare. Thankfully guys, we have members in our VIP group who have been with us for the last 4 years. If they are not making any profits, they would never of course stay with us. They know the quality of Xtreme Trader signals, and for that they are staying and they are renewing their membership every single month. So I'm so glad for the experience, and I hope guys we will do the best we can to deliver to you the best signals possible on the next week. So of course, if you wish to join Xtreme Trader Forex Signals group, please don't forget to contact our support. You can find their contact details in the description below of this video. Contact them today and hopefully we will see you there. Alright everyone, before we start, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, I want to say something about the deal of the day, which I have sent yesterday, Friday, on the gold. Actually, the signal has worked. As we can see right here, it worked and reversed for about 68 pips before reverses back and goes against our direction. Actually, this signal was no longer valid yesterday after the news happened on the dollar. Actually, I forgot the news. But let me just tell you something. This is the reason. I'm telling you guys that you have got to join the free group of Telegram to receive these updates. Yesterday I have sent this one personally. I wrote this myself. I said regarding gold signal, it was going in 70 pips off profit, but now went back to entry price. Trade it with caution. We are having the core PCE price index news on the gold, and as you can see, this was at 2:32 p.m. Then after 2 hours, I sent another recommendation to close now the gold signal in break even. The news has made an impact on the market. Keeping the trade running from now on falls under your own risk. That's the reason I'm telling you guys, you have really got to join the free group of Telegram to receive these updates about any signal that you are seeing here on YouTube. Those who have followed me on Telegram, they thankfully have been able to close it in break even and reduce the losses. Some of them actually closed it in profit, because actually I received a message from my friend. He said once I saw it reaching that level of a support, I closed it in profit, and he was right. He was actually he made the right call. However, those who didn't join the free group, unfortunately, they are now running in loss. I did the best I can guys. The market has reversed at my sell area, but again went against my direction, and I did the best I can to tell you to close it in break even. So again, you can find the link of this free group of Telegram in the description below of this video, or in the first comment pinned under this video as well. Joining this group is gonna be for your own benefits to receive any updates about these signals that you are receiving on YouTube. Anyway guys, sorry for the long speech. Let's now start with the Euro USD. And let's see now what are the opportunities waiting for us in the upcoming week. Now check this out. Actually on the daily chart, what we can see right here is a clear triangle which has been broken out from. Check this out. So the market has already abandoned that channel with that bullish breakout candle, and that level of a resistance trend line has already become right here a support trend line. Indicates that most likely now the Euro USD is actually going to continue the rise. And if we check right here also, we're having of course a real level of a resistance which has been broken out from, and the market just made the bullish breakout, and now that level of a previous resistance now become a new support as well. All of that together indicates that the Euro USD is going to continue the rise. I think it has reversed also from 61.8. Yes indeed, check this out. So by checking the Fibonacci retracement, the market now has reversed also from 61.8 Fibonacci retracement, and right here we can see that this was of course the nearest resistance to that bullish breakout candle, which has already become a new support. So all of that together tells us that the EURUSD still has the potential to continue the rise, at least to reach 23.6 Fibonacci retracement, till the market reach, of course, that level of the nearest resistance to our entry, of course, based on the daily chart. So now moving to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, we can see right here two interesting patterns, number 1 and number 2. Those were actually, my friends, a fake attempts of a support, and as we can see, the same level of a real resistance lies exactly right there. So that means that the market has finally made here a fake breakout from that level of a previous support, and as we can see, the market was supposedly to reverse upon the pressure from that resistance, but instead it just kept rising. We thought that the EURUSD will continue the fall right now after retesting that level of a resistance, but that didn't happen. Of course, supported by the news, the market has just kept rising. That being said, most likely, guys, we can start buying the EURUSD again, little bit below 61.8, exactly right there at that level of a previous support. Let me just now move to the 1-hour time frame to see that in details. Now look at that. On the 1-hour time frame, we are having here a real level of the support which has already become a previous resistance and then been broken out from. That is, my friends, the pattern that we are always looking for. So therefore, I would recommend to start buying the EURUSD exactly from there, like that. So from the previous level of the support, which was also a resistance, and after the bullish breakout candle, it's most likely now gonna become a new support as well. And if that happens, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be good news, because we will end up with inverted head and shoulders pattern, which means buying the EURUSD exactly from that level is gonna be good for us. And of course, we will be aiming the nearest strong key resistance level, which lies exactly right here. This is the nearest key resistance level to our entry, which means we are actually expecting to make 96 pips profit from this signal, and a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging much lower than this lowest level of the support at 1.09397 for about 47 pips only. Moving now to the pound USD. Alright, so as you can see, my friends, also here on the pound USD, we can see a very similar thing. The pound USD has indeed been respecting that level of support trend line for quite a long time. Actually, if I want to make it even more accurate, it's like that. So as you can see, the market has reversed exactly on the same level of support trend line. And also, if we look at the left side, we're having here also a broken level of a previous resistance, which has already become a new support as well. Now, let me just tell you something. This price action right here is very interesting, because this is one of my favorite price actions. Once you see this price action has appeared on the support level, it usually means that the market is actually getting ready for the bullish reversal. Once you see a candle with a long body, a big body of course, with a small tail at the bottom and longer wick at the top, it usually indicates that the market right now is getting ready for the bullish reversal. This candle has got to be spotted, of course, on a support level right here. Look at that. This is a very similar candle. Once we see this candle has appeared right here, a smaller tail at the bottom, longer wick at the top, the market kept rising. And of course, vice versa. If you see the same candle upside down on a resistance area, it means that the market is getting ready for the fall. For that reason, I would say that the pound USD is getting ready for the rise. Therefore, we have to consider buying the pound USD. Let's now move to the 4-hour time frame. I would actually say that this is going to be the safest level at all to start buying the pound USD exactly from 1.28204 after the market falls to another 27 pips. This was, of course, the nearest strong real level of a support to that fake breakout. So what happened here? Let me just tell you why I'm calling it a fake breakout. Because we had right here, of course, a broken level of a resistance, right? Sorry, a support trend line. So this was a fake, sorry, I need to wake up. This was, of course, a support trend line which has faced right here a bearish breakout from that level. Now, on the left side, we're having here also a resistance. So we thought that this is going to be a good level to start selling, because the market is retesting that level of support trend line, plus also that level of a resistance trend line is going to be respected. That didn't happen. The market just kept rising and breaking out and getting back to the broken channel of the support trend line. So now we are back to the action, sorry. So that means that most likely right now, this is not going to be longer respected. This resistance is no longer going to be respected, and the market is going to most likely be respecting that level of a previous support. Let me just make it sure like that, yeah, just to make sure it's safe entry. And let me just confirm this entry by using the support trend lines. So how do we do that? By looking at any support trend line, just like that. Let me just make it accurate. Just make it good. Okay. So what I will do next is simply drag the very same support trend line that I have drawn and just place it right there at the near support trend line. Of course, what I did right here called the magic of trend lines. You can find more about it, guys, on my channel if you look up the videos called the magic of trend lines. So as you can see, that support trend line will also most likely be respected. So all of the points says that buying at 1.28151 is going to be ideal. And of course, we can keep the trade running till the market reach the nearest strong key resistance level to our entry, which lies exactly right here. Perfect. At 1.29039, which means we will actually be expecting to make approximately 90 pips profit from the signal, and a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging lower than this level of the support at 1.27709 for about 44 pips only against 90 pips of profit. Let me now write the signal for you. So let me just tell you guys that I have expanded the safe zone to be right here at the lowest level of the candle, which means now the safe zone ranging for about 52 pips until 1.27624. So meaning 52 pips against 90 pips of profit. Hopefully gonna be a good deal. Anyway, that's everything for the pound USD. Let's now move to the AUD USD. Alright, so as you can see, let's now move to the weekly chart to see what we can do next with the AUD USD. Now actually, as we can see right here, the market right now, guys, has actually been rejected from the bullish breakout from that level of a resistance. And again, I'm talking about the weekly chart. So as we can see, last week candle has made last attempt to break out from that level of a real resistance. But as we can see, the market just kept falling. That means that most likely now we can start selling the AUD USD. Now someone might tell me, but Salah, this is your favorite candle. This is the price action that you have been talking about. You told us if you see this price action, you can consider that the market is going to make a bullish reversal. Wrong. Because this candle right now, guys, has appeared on a resistance zone. This is right actually only if the candle appeared on a support area or a support zone, sorry. If the market if this price action or this candle has appeared actually on a resistance, it doesn't mean at all that the market right now is going for a bullish reversal. It means that most likely the market is gonna continue the fall. So that being said, let's now move to the daily chart. And as you can see right here, now the AUD USD actually has a potential to make a pullback upon the pressure from the support zone right here. Exactly, yes, right here at 0.66090 bracket, which means we're actually looking for a pullback, then for an opportunity to start selling again. Now, by looking at that level of a resistance trend line, check this out. Check this out. Check this out. That is what I'm talking about. That is, guys, the magic of trend lines. Now, as you can see, the market has always respected that level as a resistance trend line and ignored it as a support trend line. Check this out. So right here, we had resistance trend line number 1, number 2. Then we had the bullish breakout from that level. Then when the market was ready to create a new support trend line, what happened is the market just boom made a bearish breakout from that level. So it became another resistance trend line. Then another one. Right here, the market has made another bullish breakout movement from that resistance trend line and was ready for the new support trend line. What happened? Boom! Another bearish breakout movement from it, which means this level is always being respected as a resistance trend line only, never as a support trend line. Of course, not never. I mean forever. I mean, it's gonna be actually in the meantime respecting that level as a support, as a resistance trend line, which means waiting for the AUD USD to rise again to reach the same level for about 20 pips is gonna be ideal. So therefore, let's now move to the 1 hour time frame to find the best level to start selling. Check this out. On the 1 hour time frame, we can see clearly that the market has already reversed on the same level of resistance trend line. That is really great. It means that our analysis is correct and the market is indeed respecting it. So that means that we have to consider selling again on the second attempt of that same level of a resistance. Therefore, let me just highlight it, that right here we're having a first attempt of a resistance. Let's wait for the market to rise to another 22 pips before we can start selling it again. That's going to be, of course, the highest level of a real resistance, as we can see right here. Even right here, this was, of course, the nearest resistance to our bearish breakout candle, and of course it's going to be matching up along with that level of a resistance trend line. Therefore, let's wait for the pullback to happen for about 22 pips, and then keep the trade running till the market reach our take profit level, which will be right here, of course, the nearest support level to our entry at 0.65949, which means we will actually be aiming about 73 pips profit from the AUD USD against a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging much higher than this level of a previous resistance for about 38 pips only. Well, let me just tell you something, guys. Actually, for the AUD USD, actually on the 4-hour time frame, this price action seems good for a continuation in the fall. That means if you wish to sell the market immediately at the opening on Monday, I think it's not going to be a bad idea. You can actually risk being in 23 pips of drawdown before finally becomes in profit. But again, this is just really something up to you. You can manage it if you want, if you wish to. But I would just recommend that you can wait for the market to reach our sell area. But if you really want, if you really wish to, I think selling immediately is not going to be that bad idea. Hoping for the best, and hopefully it's going to be a good signal. Let's now move to the USD CAD. Now, let me just tell you something. On the USD CAD for the weekly chart, we can see right here a strong rejection to break out from that level of a previous resistance right here, exactly at 1.31690. Which means now we can finally start buying the USD CAD after seeing that many of weeks, and most likely the market, guys, is unable actually to make any bearish movement or breakout from that level of a previous resistance right here at 1.32017. That means if we switch now to the daily chart, we can notice here something. Let me just show it to you. Actually, even on the 4-hour time frame to make it clear. Now, what we're having right here, check this out. So we had, of course, on the 4-hour time frame and even on the daily chart, a broken level of a resistance trend line. This was the resistance trend line, and as you can see, finally on Friday night, the market has made here the bullish breakout from that level of a resistance trend line. So the bearish movement is stronger than the bearish. The bullish one is stronger than the bearish, and most likely we can consider buying the USD CAD. We can actually look at this from a different way. Look at this. We can see right here that also we had here a triangle, same to the EURUSD, and as we can see, it seems like the market is indeed gonna continue the rise. So buying the USD CAD right here is not gonna be a bad idea in my opinion. So it's only a matter of where exactly we can start buying. Let me just save your time by saying that we're having right here a real level of a support which has been respected. Now let's pay attention. How did the market react to this level every single time it reached it at 1.32209? So it was right here a real level of a resistance. A bullish breakout has happened. Then we had number 1, number 2 attempts of a support, which has already reversed exactly on the same level. And then we can see right here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attempts of a resistance exactly on the same level. Now considering that we're having here a broken level of a resistance trend line along with that level of a previous resistance zone, we can actually say that the market is going to fall again right here upon the pressure, of course, from that level of a resistance zone, and make a pullback. And then from here, exactly at this second attempt of the support, is going to be the good level to start buying the market. So moving now to the 1-hour time frame to see that in details, let me just tell you something, guys, that this is right here gonna be the best level to start buying. Exactly right here. This was the nearest real level of a support on the 1-hour time frame. Meanwhile, we had here number 1, number 2 fake breakouts from that level. That means let's wait for the USD CAD to fall to another 23 pips or 22 pips before we can start buying this pair. Now, based on the 4-hour time frame, we will keep the trade running till the market reach, of course, the highest level of a nearest resistance at 1.33047, which means we will be aiming 80 pips of profit, and of course, a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging lower than this level of a support at 1.31769. Of course, I'm talking about that support right here. Therefore, the safe zone will be ranging for about 47 pips against 80 pips of profit. And let's finally move to the USD JPY. Alright, so as you can see, based on the weekly chart, my friends, the USD JPY has also made another attempt to break out from that long term of support exactly at 138.982, which was of course in the past a real level of a resistance and a previous support. However, it indicates right now that the USD JPY will most likely continue the rise. There is a lot of pressure actually from the buyers. The bulls actually controlling the market, and most likely we have to consider buying the USD JPY. Moving into the daily chart, that actually we can confirm and see this. That is exactly, guys, what I'm talking about. Look at that. This is of course the previous level of a support, a fake breakout, and the reversal has occurred exactly on the same level of a previous support. Does it remind you of anything at all? Look at the pound USD. Exactly the same scenario. Look at the EURUSD, also the same scenario. Look at the USD CAD, similar scenario as well. So the USDJPY has indeed been able to respect that level of a previous support. So buying right here was actually the right call, and as we can see, indeed the market kept rising. Now what's next with this pair? Actually, if we look now at the 4-hour time frame, we can see clearly that the market has made here a strong bullish breakout from that long-term resistance trend line, as you can see right here. So meaning the market has actually rose for about 25 pips against that level of a resistance trend line, breaking out from it, which means we have to consider right now moving to the smaller time frame and just highlight the nearest strong key support level, which can be found exactly right here at 140.847. So therefore we can see that the USDJPY is right now facing right here a resistance area, which means it might make a pullback, and then buying right here exactly at that level of a previous support at 140.847 and waiting for the market to fall to another 30 pips is gonna be the best idea in my opinion. Therefore, actually, if we combine the support trend lines along with this, check this out. This was of course a strong key support trend line, has been respected. It became a resistance trend line for only once, and then the market, after the bullish breakout happened right here. Of course, this movement right here happened due to the news yesterday and before yesterday, I think even. However, the market will most likely, guys, will actually be respecting that level of support trend line plus that level of a support. Actually, this is going to be really a good signal, and I might trade it myself, and let's see how far we can keep the trade running. I'm gonna select, of course, that level of a previous strong key resistance as my take profit level at 141.724, which means we will actually be aiming, I would say, 87 pips profit from this signal, and a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging lower than this level of a previous support. Actually, let's increase our take profit level to be right here at the highest level of a resistance at 141.870, which means our take profit level will be 101 pips against 57 pips of a safe zone. Moving now to the NZD USD. Alright, so of course we have abandoned the USDCHF since it's actually really a horrible market right now. A lot of ranging, a lot of high volatility, and actually it's just in my opinion not good to be traded at all. Let's welcome now again the NZD USD. So what's next with this pair? Actually, from the first sight on the 4-hour time frame, you know what? Let's move even to the daily chart. So from the first sight on the daily chart, we can notice here that the market has indeed made a strong attempt to break out from that level of a long-term resistance at 0.62305. Now, most likely the NZD USD will actually continue the fall. That long wick right here tells us a lot. It tells us that the market is facing again a strong pressure from that level of a resistance, considering that we are talking about the daily chart. Now let me just tell you something else. Let's move to the 4-hour time frame and let me tell you what we are seeing right here. Check this out. What do we have? We are having here a broken level of a support trend line. And as you can see right here, the market has already retested the same level of a broken support trend line already on Friday. That's going to be great because it means that we already have right here attempt number 1 of resistance trend line. Now, let me just tell you something. The resistance trend line attempt number 1 is always good because it tells us that the market indeed has a reaction to that level. So therefore, trusting the first and the second attempt is really good. And even the second attempt is even sometimes better, because it really confirmed that, I mean, the first attempt has actually confirmed the strength of the level. So therefore, trading the second attempt is going to be also safe as well. So that being said, let's just look at the left side to find if there was indeed a strong key resistance level on the same area, and that can be seen exactly right here. Check this out. So right here, my friends, we had the strong key resistance level, which has already become a strong key support right here in the past as well. Therefore, I would highly recommend to sell the NZD USD right here exactly once the market retested the same level of a resistance and also retesting the broken level of a support trend line, which means we will have to wait for the market to rise for another 31 pips before we can start selling it. And the take profit level is going to be placed right here at the lowest level of a support for about, I would say, we can even make it more than that. Let me just look at the daily charts. We cannot give random take profit levels, of course. We have to be realistic and should be, of course, based on something. As we can see right here, this was, of course, the real level of the support on the daily chart. Meanwhile, we had here a fake breakout, which means if the market is indeed going to continue the fall, it will most likely continue the fall to reach that level of a previous support or real level of a support. So back to the 4-hour time frame, we will actually be aiming I would say 90 pips profit from this signal, and the safe zone that shouldn't be ranging higher than this level of a previous resistance right here also for about, I would say, for about almost 52 pips. Let me now write the signal for you. And let's finally move to the gold. Alright, so as you can see, guys, yesterday actually I sent you a deal to start selling the gold exactly at that level of a previous support, but that is of course no more. This time, actually, after the appearance of this price action right here, we are most likely now going to start buying the gold. Sorry guys, the signal has changed, of course, due to the changes in the market as well, and we have to adapt with these changes, of course. And therefore, let me just tell you something now. If we move to the weekly chart, actually even to the daily chart, now as you can see, now the gold is actually moving in a neutral channel. So meaning the gold right now is not really moving in upper or downtrend. It's actually neutral, and most likely right now we can actually expect to start buying the gold as soon as possible. Let me just tell you why. If we look, of course, at that level, let me just move to the 4-hour time frame to show it to you. Now, exactly. Now let me just show you something, guys. If we look at this level of a previous resistance right here, and if I just connect these resistance trend lines together, just like that, now what you will do next is simply drag the very same level of a resistance trend line that you have just drawn here and just place it all the way right here at that level of a previous support trend line. Check this out. That level of a support trend line will also most likely be respected, guys, if the gold falls right here and reaches the same level of support trend line. It's gonna create here a new support trend line as well, and then gonna continue the rise, at least to reach that level of a resistance at 1981.65. But we cannot keep the trade running higher than that, because as I said earlier, the gold is actually moving in a neutral channel, and therefore we have to adapt with it, and we just have to confirm the direction after the actual breakout from that neutral channel. And until then, we will just keep the keep trading the gold inside of this channel. So that being said, we have to combine, of course, on the left side if there was any strong key support level. Check this out. Right here exactly. This was, of course, the lowest level of a real support at 1950.86. Combining that with that support trend line, it means that this is going to be the best level to start indeed buying the gold, and hoping for the best, of course, to reach that level of a previous resistance level exactly right here, which means we will actually be aiming to make approximately 315 pips profit from the signal, and a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging lower than this level of a support right here at 1938.50 for about 100. And actually, let me just expand it a little bit just to give the candles a space to breathe before actually I don't want the same what happened last week to screw me up. Last week, actually, I sent a signal to sell the gold, I think, if I'm not mistaken, at this level, and the edge of the safe zone was exactly right here. And I wish if I have expanded the safe zone a little bit more, it would have been a winner signal. Anyway, talking about the current time, our safe zone, guys, will be ranging for about 152 pips against 315 pips of profit. Let me now write the signal for you. And there goes your signals, my friends, for the dollar and the gold for the upcoming week. Again, guys, another reminder, don't forget to join the free group of Telegram to receive the updates and notifications about these signals that you have just received here on YouTube. Also, don't forget to join our free group, our VIP group of Telegram. Look at that. It was really a perfect day, 27th of July, full of profits, 100% in profit. Of course, not every day is going to be good as this one, but this was really the real performance of Xtreme Trader. So again, guys, don't listen to the haters. Give it a try yourself. You can check it yourself and confirm the power of Xtreme Trader signals. And of course, one last reminder that just because these signals coming from Xtreme Trader doesn't mean at all that it will be 100% profitable. It might actually go in loss. It might fail, and for that we have to always be prepared. So until then, guys, I wish you guys all good luck, and I will see you then. So until then, I hope that that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.